It's Monday. I'm really excited, mainly because I have made a few changes in the studio, and I just want to continue making changes, but because I've been like in a bit of a procrastination mood, I haven't ordered the stuff that I wanted to order, mainly because I'm like, I can't do it myself, and we were completely busy this weekend. But you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do some DIY myself anyway. Maybe, we'll see. But I haven't ordered the bits that I wanted, so now I'm gonna order the bits that I want, but now I'm gonna have to wait for them, and I want to do them now, and I still can't go out and drive, and I still don't have a car, so I can't just like go and get the bits that I want. So yeah, I have changed. What have I changed? Oh, I redid. I'm not gonna show you too much because I want to do it in like the studio video, but I've changed my notice board. So over there's a brown notice board. The cat, it was kind of partially hidden behind my card storage there, because I originally had like the one rack for cards, and then I got another rack for cards, and it partially hid the notice board. But now the cats keep going like past it and running past it, and they've knocked it off completely, so I was like, I'm gonna move it. So I've moved it so it's now visible, there it is, and usable. So now I've just kind of I've taken off all the old crap, like all of the old stuff that's like I've kept because I felt like I needed to keep it, but it doesn't like bring me joy. So I've got rid of that stuff that I was keeping just because I felt guilty about throwing it away, and now I've just kind of put some bits on it that I really like. Yeah, I need to find some other bits. I've got like a bunch of stuff somewhere. I don't know whether I've packed it away in one of my drawers now, in one of my boxes upstairs from when we were potentially moving. But yeah, I've got a load of stuff that I just want to stick on it, so I need to find that. I've taken my camera down, and that's ready to be put into the ceiling. So I've got this view in front of me that doesn't have like any wires or anything. I've also taken my lights down from up there, so things are moving. I just can't now like finish anything because I haven't ordered the stuff. What do I have to do today? Well, I need to finish that corgi. That's going to be one of my main priorities, seeing as I can't do too much like DIY stuff. I'm also going to take half an hour out, and I'm going to do a little research before I actually start work, because it's 9:16. I've already packaged up a load of orders this morning, so Simon could take them to the post box, so I don't have to like run to the post box or anything. So I've done my orders, so I don't have to do any of those. I'm going to do a little bit of research on how to propagate my pothos, that plant there, because when I get my new shelves that I want to put in front of my desk here, I want to put like little propagation things, because this gets really nice, because it's a south-facing window. It gets really nice light in the afternoon, bright light. It's nice on a cloudy day. When it's really hot, it gets very warm. But I just thought, if I have like those shelves in front of me, like little ones, and then I just put like little jars of propagation on them, that's gonna look great, and it's gonna fill that with green. Because my aim here is to be like bright, colourful, but with lots of plants, because plants make me happy. I have 2 new plants which I did buy, and some very small little plants as well, which I'm going to put in like little things and put them in here when I've got the shelves. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do for the next 15 minutes, is just research about how to propagate pothos, and dig out some jars. I've got some jars somewhere, everything's like everywhere still, and I just want everything to be out and just have places rather than just be everywhere. Yeah, I need to find some jars and then learn how to do the propagation for that. So I'm going to do that for the next 15 minutes and then start work at 9:30. Then I need to draw the corgi and hopefully get that finished and then sent off. And then for the rest of the week I have my, that was probably really loud, sorry, I have my collaboration to work on. I've got all the stuff for it now, so that's super exciting. I can't share any of that, which is annoying. Although I'm aiming to hopefully get all the studio stuff done so I can do the studio kind of revamp for Friday. I don't know what video I've got planned for Friday. It may have to be this vlog, so I will record some of my collab thing, but it may not be in this vlog even though I do it this week, if that makes sense, because I need to wait for the posts and everything to go out that I create for it. Anyway, that's my plan, so that's what I'm working on for the rest of today and for this week. Just something nice and chill, just really getting back into drawing. Next week I've got live streams, which I'm excited about, which is why I need to sort my camera situation pronto so that everything's fine for that. Also, I changed my fingernails, so we went for this like really nice turquoisey blue this time, and no accent finger, because I feel like the colour is just perfect enough as it is. So something completely different from the pink and the black, but I really like this colour. It's like giving me perfect summer vibes. Checked, and I can share the drawing as long as this goes up after the content that I'm doing the collaboration for is live. So let me just show you what Derwent, who the collaboration is with, Derwent have sent me their new Chromaflow products to try out. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen the drawing. I hope you like it. In my mind, because I haven't drawn it yet, it's looking fantastic. So I really hope that you like it. So I got sent the drawing and sketching paper, this bad boy, and then I also got sent obviously the Chromaflow pencils. So I've got I haven't even like unwrapped them yet, but the Chromaflow pencils, a little itty bitty pencil sharpener, and the blender pens, which work really well with this. I do already have a set of Chromaflow pencils because I bought some. I don't know where I've put them. They could be anywhere. But I bought the, is it a 24 set? I think. It's in one of my previous studio vlogs anyway. I have no idea where I've even put them. Oh, I think they might be in that orange box up there. Anyway, so now I have the full 72 set, which I'm really excited to try. Let's crack open these bad boys and see what other colours, because the set that I had only had a few colours. I have tried them out in my sketchbook, like swatched them out, and then I've also used the blender pens with them as well, so I kind of know how they work. They're really nice and pigmented, so that's always nice. So there is a lot of, oh there's a lot of, I'm going to get the camera in a minute and show you, and there's a lot of oranges and yellows, which I'm always really excited about because yellow is one of my favourite colours. Love it. There's also really nice blues and greens, which is going to be helpful for doing my piece. Hopefully there's a green that kind of matches the parrot. And there's also a nice selection of neutrals. Let me show you. Here are all the neutrals. There's like, I really love the names of these as well because they're always like really fun, funky names. Lavender ash looks like a really nice colour. Slate grey, like lots of lovely neutrals. But here are the blues and the greens. Like there's just so many nice blues and greens. But look at these yellows. Beautiful. I really like these. I gave myself a choice of the green parrot or these, I think they're called Electus parrots, which are purple, go down to pink and red, I think, and they were beautiful, and I was like, oh. But ultimately I haven't done a green bird before and I wanted to give myself a little bit of challenge, and there were like various tones of green, and I thought the chroma flow are like meant to nicely blend with each other and everything, so I thought that would be a nice test to see if you could get like light greens into dark greens and that kind of thing. So that's what I've gone with. Hopefully it comes out nicely. These remind me a lot of the Coloursoft pencils and also the Inktense because they're nice and vibrant. And I remember when I very first started I used the Derwent Colorsofts, and they were very like creamy and really nice to use. So they kind of remind me a little bit of a mixture of those two. I think that's what they're aiming for. But I visited the Derwent place in the Lake District in Derwent and it was really nice to go there. There's like a quiz that you do when you go there and everything, and of course I did the quiz and I got myself a goodie bag for getting everything right. And it was just really nice to, you know, when you use somebody's products and then you go and you visit that company and like what they're doing and stuff, and it was just really nice to do that. So yeah, it's kind of nice that I'm working with Derwent and I've like, it's a UK business and I've been there and I've obviously not seen like the factory or anything like the manufacturing process, but like their public facing thing, so to speak. It's just really nice, I think, to have that now. So I'm really pleased to be working with Derwent for this. One, because I get to use new products and then let you guys know how they are and show you what you can do with them, which I love doing. Especially like these aren't the Derwent Lightfast pencils, they're really nice, but those are like expensive pencils, like the high-end pencils, whereas these I feel are aimed at like artists, but those that are on a bit more of a budget, which I know a lot of us are nowadays with the cost of living going up. Don't even get me started on that. So yeah, I feel like it's yeah, nice to be able to work with those, and I can show you these products and what they can do, so you can go and grab some for yourself. So yeah, I'm also working on, it gives me a chance to work on something that I actually am passionate about, like really colourful birds. I've decided is my direction in where I would like to go with my personal work. I really love drawing birds and feathers and that kind of thing, and I really love colour, like using a lot of colour. I love drawing wildlife and things, but I use a lot of browns and that gets a bit boring, like when you're using browns and all of that all the time. That's why I stopped doing pet portraits, because they were just so the same. So I'm thinking of going in the direction of colourful birds and botanicals and that kind of thing, where I can just like use a lot of colour, use a lot of those pencils that I never really get to use. And this, working with Derwent on this, I'm actually able to work on one of those things that I really want to work on. So this is what I'm going to be working on for the majority of this week. So in this vlog you will see a lot of footage of that, and also my corgi as well. But I've just made myself a cup of tea, and I have cleaned my desk off. I really on a Monday I really like to come in and like clean the area, mainly because my cats sit here a lot. I do clean it during the week as well, but I like give it like a proper like move everything, because sometimes I just like clean the drawing area, whereas Mondays I tend to like clean everything. I've already gone around and hoovered all of the leaves that Althea, the fern, has shed, and I've also just cleaned like the little display unit that I've got there, and my windowsill where the cats come in. It's rained quite a bit, so it got a little bit muddy. So it's just nice on a Monday to come in and like do those things, get them out of the way, and now I feel good and everything's like nice and clean, and I can just focus on getting some drawing done. Good morning. It's now Tuesday. It's time to start my collaboration piece, and it's also probably time to change this top because it's way too, like, the more I've sat in it the bigger it's getting. I'm just gonna like hold it like this for now. I'll tell you what, there we go. Problem sorted. Yeah, it's time to start my collaboration piece. So I've got the reference photo all ready to go. All I have to do, I've got it like kind of drawn on some what do you call it, I've done this, so I've got it sort of pre-drawn. All I need to do is find some paper, which I have already cut up. I think I was going to do it on this piece here. I'm not sure what size it is, but we're going to go with it. We're going to just draw it on this piece. So yeah, that's basically all I've got to do today. So hopefully this will kind of sit. I'm going to maybe cut it down a little bit, I don't know. So it will sit. Let me take it off of this paper, and then we can see what it looks like on the paper. So it will kind of sit like this, if you can just see that. So I may cut the top of the paper down just a smidge. I wasn't sure whether or not to change the size of the bird. I don't know if this is kind of too large of an ambitious, like, I don't know if it's just too large and too ambitious for the time scale that I've got, because it needs to be done by Tuesday, by the 21st. So I don't know whether this is just too large, but I do have a blender pen and everything to work with, and it is just like really nice graduating greens and blues, and so it may be alright. And I'm thinking if it's larger, then I can get more of those like details in. I think it's fine, even if I just have to work, or just work on it like, and not have Friday off like I plan to, or just have half of Friday off, like Friday afternoon maybe. I suppose I can always work on it Sunday, but it's Father's Day on Sunday. I do have the Monday to do it. Monday is James's birthday, and it is, Simon can't get the day off, so I will have Monday to work on it, but I really would like to get it done by this week and then have it done by the weekend, so that I don't have to panic do it on Monday, if that makes sense. I'd ideally like it done before the weekend so that I can just enjoy the weekend, because we're having a birthday barbecue for James with some friends on Saturday. I won't be working Saturday anyway because there'll be too much to do, but I may have to do some work Sunday, which I suppose wouldn't be the end of the world because Simon and James are just going to like play PlayStation. But if it's nice, I kind of would like to go out for some kind of jaunt if I can manage to walk somewhat far. So yeah, I would like it done for Friday, so then I can take some nice photos, or get Simon to take some nice photos Saturday and Sunday, rather than having to rely on myself having to take photos and do all of that on Monday or Tuesday morning, because it needs to be submitted by Tuesday. So ideally it needs to be submitted on the Monday evening latest. It is going to be a really nice day today, and I'm reading a book at the moment called, my friend recommended it actually, it's called The Puma Years. When she first said about it, I looked it up. She said it was amazing and that I needed to read it, and I was like, oh, it's a memoir, and I haven't read like a memoir style thing, and I had this vision in my mind that it was going to be like one of these old stuffy biographies. But it's not. Oh my god, it's so good and I just want to read it. I'm halfway through and I need to finish it. Otherwise it's just going to be playing on my mind all the time that I'm drawing today. It's kind of good that I'm drawing like one of these parrots because it's set in Bolivia. Well, not set, it's a memoir of this woman that worked with pumas and other things in Bolivia, and this bright parrot is kind of like jungle vibes for me, so it's kind of nice to be drawing that, I suppose, and wanting to read that. So I did plan to finish work at 2 today. James will be home at about 3:15, and that kind of gives me an hour and a bit to sit outside and to garden and read a little bit of this book before he comes home and disturbs the peace and wants me to play Rocket League or some other kind of game on the PlayStation. So yeah, that's what I'm reading at the moment. I do recommend that you read it, and I haven't finished it yet, but I'm just going to recommend because I'm absolutely in love with it. It's so good. I've also finished my corgi. There he is. Hey, so cute. Hey, so cute. Let's get a bit of a close up. He's so cute. So I did actually manage to finish him yesterday. Finished him earlier than expected, and I did go outside and sit in the sun for a little while. Got a little bit burnt. Yeah, and then in the evening Simon fixed my tripod for me. So now there is no wires or anything here. Before, the tripod arm would come up and over and it would just be like clunky and awkward, and now it's affixed to the ceiling, and I can lower it down from the ceiling and then just like hot shoe the camera out of that bit and into that bit when I want to film, because I don't film all of the time, like everything that I'm doing. It's only certain things that I film. So that'll be nice, or it is nice, really nice now, just like looking here and not having that kind of overlooking area of wires. So yeah, that's nice, and I won't be hitting my head on it either, which is good, because I always stand up when I'm like packing or something and I'm hitting my head on the camera. So now I can pack and not have to worry about the camera at all. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with this bird. I'm gonna watch some trash films on Netflix to really help me get through the drawing process. So that really helped with the corgi, and I managed to crack that out in record time. So hopefully we can do the same with this guy. Good morning. So I've been working on my parrot for the Derwent collaboration. This is where I've got to with it. Which I'm really proud of. Really pleased that I managed to get that much done. I am unfortunately once again sick. I woke up yesterday with a killer sore throat. I thought it was hay fever because the pollen has been really high, and I don't usually suffer with any kind of hay fever or anything unless the pollen is really, really high. So I was like, oh, it must be hay fever, because how am I sick? Usually I get sick when I'm feeling quite down, and I haven't been feeling down or anything. So I was adamant that it's hay fever, but I've woken up this morning. I actually feel a little bit better than I did yesterday, but I have kind of like lost my voice a little bit. So I think it's definitely some kind of sore throat sickness. I have done a COVID test, it is not that. So that's something, I suppose. Yeah, so this morning I'm starting work early because I have a therapy session at 10, which is video call. I've got everything set up here, this thing here that I'm going to put my phone on so I can just talk easier. So I'm going to work a little bit on the parrot today, or this morning, and then once my therapy's over, then work a little bit more on it. I've got my nan and my dad coming down at some point. I have no idea what time. I did ask because I like to know so then I can plan my day around that. But I don't know what time they're coming. Before I've actually started any other kind of work, I have painted my walls ready, like repainted the walls that were on show, not the brickwork. And I thought that the colour that I was painting was the same colour that was on them. And it very may well be, because I painted the walls like 4 years ago. So it was quite a while ago that they were actually painted, so the paint colour probably would have changed a little bit since then. I think I've painted them the same colour, but this colour that is quite a cold grey, like a neutral tone. It's called Polished Pebble, and it on the tin it kind of looks a little bit warmer, but on the actual wall it looks a little bit too cool. And I'm not sure that it's going to be the right kind of vibe for the brickwork as well, because I don't want it to feel cold in here. I want it to be like a warmer tone. So I'm going to see what colour it actually goes when it's completely dry, and then go from there. But it may be that I have to buy a different colour, which is a shame because this is like a brand new pot of paint and it needs using. But if it's going to make it feel cold out here, I don't want it to be, I don't want that vibe. And I'd rather have the vibes that I want rather than just settling just because we have the paint, if that makes sense. I think our local home base has like a paint recycling thing, so I can always just take it down there anyway. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. Going to just get all of my pencils and everything out to work some more on the parrot. I'm hoping to get it done by tomorrow. So I've broken it up into little sections. So my first section was the eye and the beak, and then yesterday I've worked on this whole neck section and I've added in the wing. Today I think I'm going to try and get like half of what's remaining done, and then Friday morning, because I'm taking the afternoon off, Friday morning I can try and get the rest done. That's my plan, and then hopefully I'll have it done by Tuesday. Yeah, I will have it done by Tuesday because that's my deadline. I've gone for a larger size with this one. You can see it's kind of like the size of my head. And I'm glad that I did go for the larger size, because I think if I'd have gone for a smaller size, I would have really struggled with all of the small details in the feathers and everything. Because even at this size, I'm kind of struggling a little bit with getting all the details in. So definitely I think I've gone for the right size. And then you get maximum impact for all of the bright colours as well. I'm really enjoying using the pencils actually. They're actually really nice to use. So I'm going to carry on with that today. I have got some other bits to do with my studio, but I'm going to leave that for the studio video.
Hello. So it is completely official. I am sick once again. I'm pretty sure I've got it from James because he's had quite a bad cough the last couple of days, or the last week, and he likes to drink from my water bottle. He has his own water bottle and stuff, and I'm like, please don't drink from my water bottle, because if you're ever sick, I end up getting it. And I ended up getting it again. But I have kind of like I've been really struggling for the last 3 days with my voice. I'm not sure if it comes across on camera as much as what I'm hearing in my own ears, if that makes sense. But I've literally just like, and if I cough, it clears my voice a little bit. But if I stay silent for a long time, then my voice completely goes. I do have live streams and things this week, which I may have to push back until next week, because if I sound like this and I'm straining my voice, that's not good for me, and it's not good to listen to. And if I'm always coughing or anything, I'm gonna see how I am tomorrow, because I feel good in myself. It's literally just my voice and the coughing. That's not great. Yeah, I didn't feel great over the weekend. Yesterday evening we had a barbecue for James on Saturday because it's his birthday today, so we invited some of our friends round and had a barbecue and a little bit of a party and had alcohol, and I don't think that was a good idea. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. So the rest of this vlog, if I include anything else, is gonna probably be more on the silent side, at least for today. Anyway, it's good that I don't have anything that I need to do that requires my voice today. I need to finish off the collaboration bits. I need to take some photos and edit the time lapse, but that's it. There's nothing that requires my voice, which is a good thing. Yeah, I've been watching some studio and business vlogs this morning, and it's filled me with like a lot of inspiration, and I've been thinking over the weekend and the past couple of days over the direction in which I want to go, and I think I've finally decided the direction in which I would like to go. I don't know if I've mentioned in the last clip or whatever, but I've been reading the Puma years, and it was one of those, I've never read a memoir before, and at first I was kind of like, what is this? What's it gonna be? But it was actually really good, and it's kind of given me a lot of inspiration about, and kind of made me realise the values that I want to incorporate in my work and what I want to create artwork for. And I think I want to really refocus back on bringing the message of conservation, and just awareness of different animals as well through my work. So that's what I would like to focus on going forward, I think, is just highlighting different species of animals, just educating people a bit more about different animals that maybe you haven't heard of, and also focusing more on brightly coloured birds and bringing a lot more colour back into my work, because I really love my colourful birds, so I want to do that. But I'll tell you more about it when I've got more of a voice.